Hello there, lovely listener. This is just a warning to let you know that this episode of Return of the Giants may contain adult language or adult themes. Hello everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Hello there, welcome back to the Lost Archives. It is wonderful to see your gorgeous faces. We are here, we are back, we are playing our homebrew Dungeons & Dragons adventure, Return of the Giants. For those of you watching us on Twitch or on YouTube, very exciting, we have everyone visible on webcams, except Brandon's now turned his off. Jared is back with the camera up and running, computer issues sorted, his sexy face once again, visible for you to enjoy. I know it's going to be hard, but do try.
Unfortunate for all you.
Do try and maintain attention. I know you find yourselves lost looking at his eyes, looking into them, but do try and maintain focus. There's an important story being told in the background here. You might have to occasionally look away from Jared's face. As hard as that is, I urge you, it's like the sun. If you stare too long, you're blinded by it.
I'm just admiring how clean his line is.
Oh man, yeah, right?
It is.
The haircut yesterday too.
Clean line.
Yeah, and I'm very much due for haircuts. So it's making me feel like, fuck, I should have done that today.
Ooh.
It was fresh. I felt good.
You're both making me so jealous. I can count my lines. You can see me go across the top of my head like that.
Hey, I didn't start any of this.
When someone says like, "Are you doing a line?" Dave's like, "No, it's not the fun one." Oh my god. It is great to have you back on camera, mate. Good to see your lovely face again. Fun news to share before we jump on in. The only exciting news is that we continue to share the Mistborn character art pictures on the Discord every week. I'm sort of trying to do it on a Friday or a Saturday. Get the pictures out so you guys can see the characters. Again, I'm not giving any details about them, no information. It's up to you to tell me what you think or who you think they are, what they're going to be. We will be obviously building most of the stats and background and things like that of the characters during the Session 0 adventure. That Session 0 adventure has now been completely written. I have finished every aspect of it. Brotherwise confirms that they didn't have any current plans to write a Session 0 adventure like the first step, which we used in a Stormlight Archive campaign. So I've written it and edited it and put it into the same format and then sent it to Brotherwise and said, hey, do you guys want to, if you want this, here it is. So I'll keep you posted. There might be some exciting news on that front. Fingers crossed. That would be very, very exciting. If not, I will still be putting it up somewhere for you guys to access regardless. I want to make sure that that is there. My plan was to have this as a resource that anyone could use. The first step adventure for the Stormlight Archive was so good. It's such a great way to run a Session 0 adventure. So I think it's really important to have it for Mistborn. Arguably, I think more people will know Mistborn than the Stormlight Archive, and I do suspect there'll be more people playing with the Mistborn rule set initially as their starting point than the Stormlight Archive. I think that'd probably be a fair bet. It's got sort of, I'd say, more broader appeal for those who are in the Sandiverse, the Cosmere, the Sandiverse. So yeah, I like the Sandiverse.
No, the Sandiverse is different. That's a whole thing about Adam Sandler, the Sandlerverse. There's an hour or 2 hour long rambling video on YouTube I highly recommend about how all the Adam Sandler movies are connected.
Yeah, they're connected because Adam Sandler is in them and he plays the same character because he's not an actor, he's just a dude.
But yeah, it gets a little bit more in depth than that. I highly recommend it.
Fair enough. So yeah, I'll keep you posted about that. I'll share some details about it. If it's something that Brotherwise do end up picking up and publishing as part of the Cosmere RPG, then I won't be able to share it for free, most likely. So I don't know, I'm kind of torn. On one hand, it'd be really cool for them to pick it up. On the other hand, maybe it'd be kind of cool if we just released it for everyone to use. I don't know. I'll let you know what ends up happening. Now I'm worried I've made the wrong decision. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted. Look, worst case scenario, I'll just write another one. No problem. I really enjoyed the process of writing this and writing up adventures. It's kind of inspired me to do a lot more of that. I do want to write up a source book for Nostea for those of you who want to run adventures or campaigns in the homebrew world. And I've already done most of the work writing it up anyway. So it's just about editing it and making it look all pretty. So yeah, there'll be some exciting news on that front to come as well. And that's pretty much all the fun news I have to share before we do our recap and dive on in. Anything else fun before we get started tonight? No? Sweet.
I am drinking a salted caramel affogato stout from Bright
Brewery. Oh, fuck, yes. Is that an oat? Is it oat-based stout as well?
It's a good question, actually. I don't know if it is.
What's the color?
Vanilla.
Bit more of a whiter.
I'd have to pour it into a glass to know that.
No, fair enough. Fair enough.
It's got real coffee in it, though.
Fuck yeah.
Does it smell? Does it smell like coffee? Does it have like a rich?
It's more erring on the caramel side of things, but there is a little bit of the coffee in there. I'm a big salted caramel fiend, so
Yeah.
I'm like very much into this.
Well, and that's a good match for beers because all you have to do is bump up the malt content in the initial fermentation. You get a lot of those kind of flavor profiles ready to rock and roll. I like a malt beer. A really good malt beer is hard to beat, actually. Damn, I'm not.
Dark stout.
Yeah, this is the can. It's very cool. It's got
Can you send me the
theme
deets?
on it. I
Send me
will
the
send
deets.
it to you.
I'm gonna get
This
some.
is purely. I was just in the bottle shop and I saw it and I was like, I will try that.
Yeah, no, send it through because I'm
The rest is
looking
history.
looking forward to getting some new beers. I've been cutting down my weekly beers. I'm now only drinking a couple of nights a week as opposed to like a beer every night, which I think was getting a bit up there. So I'm saving it now. Yeah, that's normally how Queenslanders work. That's normally how we roll.
I never touch alcohol other than like when I actively hang out with friends. But when I do actively hang out with friends, I drink more than anyone.
Yeah. Well, that's your Eastern European genes there helping your liver taking that one for the team, I'd say, with the Eastern European genes bolstering it.
Oh, my Jedi used to wake up in the morning. He used to have a shot of rakia, and then at night he have a shot of rakia. Basically, you're a guapa, and he wouldn't brush his teeth because he believed that was enough.
Rakia is tough.
To be fair, it probably was better than doing nothing. Like brushing your teeth and mechanical action's good, but the alcohol content is killing the bacteria. It's not like the worst thing you could have done.
It's like Listerine, but better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Listerine because you get to drink it afterwards.
Yeah.
You can also put it in your car.
Drink Listerine too. You could if you want.
You can. We can't. No, legally we can't say that. I'm not gonna say anything. Brandon's opinions are his own. They don't reflect the opinions of the Lost Archives. Let's do our recap. Let us dive on into the session. The Tempest Adventuring Guild, a name now legendary across the lands of Nostea, is taking on the threat posed by the return of the Giants. Having braved the unnatural cold afflicting the islands of Northgard, the team have arrived on the Frost Giants' stronghold island of Lisheim, seeking to close the gateway to the frozen hells of Cania. Working with the Frost Giant Svindale, the plan is to infiltrate Lisheim undetected and then meet up with Freyan, Volker of the Frost Giants and possible ally, at the Moonpool in the shadow of the Frostmount. However, this plan has gone very awry. In place of their allies awaiting them was a Burr Hag and her Frost Troll minions. Defeating the enemies and sneaking through a secret tunnel into the heart of Lisheim, the team are now doing their best to locate Svindal by first rescuing his Frosthound from the nearby kennels. With the Frost Giants on guard in the village, now very focused on some enraged bears, a side effect of the party's visit to the kennels, the team made their way over to the Longhouse to hide. They were surprised, however, to find a human woman waiting for them and offering them shelter. Unfortunately, this Astellas was soon revealed as a vampire, hungry after consuming the last of the humans who lived here long ago. The battle was fierce, the strength of the vampire more than enough to take Bart down and drain some of Cassius's life force, but eventually the group were victorious. Astellas' form desiccating to dust as mist rose from the ash and rushed to the windows, only to be intercepted by a very surprising source. A student wizard by the name of Barry, having accidentally teleported the Isle of Lisheim, accompanied Cassius down into the tunnels below, trapping the vampire in mist form inside a jar. Working with Barry and summoning Griswold, the Arcanist from the Tempest Adventuring Guild, the team soon tracked down the vampire's coffin, taking it, along with the mist form of the vampire, back to their home base. Barry leaving with Professor Griswold, after Griswold shared some wise words of how best to disrupt the portal. And that is where we left off last session, with the crew gathered together underneath the Giant's longhouse in this long-abandoned human settlement, deciding how best to proceed. I hand back over to all of you.
How was it weird? Was Barry a Harengon?
Barry was a human wizard summoned by, I think it was Jay who summoned Barry using NPC points. Barry was an NPC previously.
From the previous campaign.
Yes.
Yeah,
he was in
NPC
our
previously
campaign.
from the previous campaign who the party.
He's appeared back again.
Parries.
Basically mirrors like apprentice that she took on for a duration of the
He's based off,
campaign.
obviously, Harry Potter. It's a parody of Harry Potter.
No, we hate J.K. Rowling and
gonna
everything
say
she stands
Merlin.
for. He's actually based off Percy
at
Jackson.
least-
There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
Jackson loves ice cream
What? Yeah, sure.
What?
because he came here for ice cream.
He's actually he's kind of a mix of Percy Jackson and Ponder Stibbons. Percy Jackson from the Percy Jackson series and Ponder Stibbons from Terry Pratchett.
Well, there you go.
Like Terry Pratchett.
Fucking love Terry Pratchett.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hand back over to all of you. You are still down in the Undercroft. Yes, Dave.
We just had a short rest, correct?
You had just had a short rest. Long rest. Sorry, you had just a long rest. I did heal you up, Bart. If you check your character sheet, Christian, you'll see that Bart has had a long rest, and I have healed him. I did use a spell slot. Here? You had a long rest down here, yeah.
Okay. I don't know if the party did follow it up, but did we look through either of the doors that Bart sensed more undead?
No, you guys did not follow that up. And that sense would have disappeared the moment the vampire was defeated.
Okay. Well, I guess waking up from the long rest, Bart will go over to Niles. I don't feel it anymore, and I'd rather not expend more of my aura if possible. But the undead that I said that I felt in the rest of this home, they may have just been servants of the vampire, but I just wanted to check it out. Would you come with me just while everyone else is getting ready?
Sure. Yes, of course. If you feel like it is pertinent to check this out, then of course.
I'll be unarmored at this point, so low AC, but I'll be able to fly. And just because I don't think I would have put all my armor on yet. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll head off and just head to the north door first.
Yeah, you guys are resting in the home of the vampire, I believe, is where you took your long rest in that main room. You don't have to move across the map if you don't want to. As you head on into the room, Bart, with Niles close behind you, you find yourselves in a cluttered study. There are signs that this was once used as a research room. The walls are covered in books discussing various topics from the history of the Ocean Empire, all the way through to like politics of Chiari. It's clearly like a very, very well set up and well researched location, but it hasn't been used in a very, very long time. The most notable feature: 2 glass display cases. Inside, crouched bodies that have been desiccated to be almost mummified. Both of them wearing what look like bands of gold wrapped around the wrists and arms, as well as gold circlets, matching mummified figures crouching in these glass cases.
Have you seen something like that before?
I can't say that I have. No, this is unusual.
Okay. Wasn't sure with you having been with the Tempest Guild. There's definitely not sandy dunes or stories that I've heard of mummies near the theocracy.
No, not at all.
I could try my divine sense before we approach them. Look, it might just be worth it to save us getting a startled jump right at the start of the day. Yeah, I'll use. I know you said that I don't sense it anymore, but that might just be because the time's gone because it's only 10 minutes. I'll channel divinity again just while we're exploring.
As you activate the effect, the light pulsing out from you as you sense around you. There's no sense of any celestials, fiends, undead anymore. There's the lingering effects of something that your divine sense picks up on. Something about these 2 mummies, but whatever it is dissipated. It has gone now.
It's just remnants now. I think maybe she was. She offered to give Lyra power, correct? To join the family?
I assume that was some sort of vampiric pact. Not that I'm familiar with that sort of thing, but yes.
That makes sense. There seems to just be scraps now. It's not actual live magic on them anymore. But good news, though. We don't have to worry about fighting 2 mummies.
I mean, it might be worth letting Grimmaw about this. I think he would probably have a bit more of a mind for whatever this is.
He probably wants to study them, to be frank.
He'd probably take them on as employees.
before we move to the next room, I wouldn't mind. There's a lot of ancient scripts here, and what we learned from the Illithid around that first book of our people. Maybe we could find something useful here.
Could be worthwhile. I mean, the settlement is quite old.
If you wanted to, this could have been something you did during your long rest.
Okay, perfect.
It's low
I would
activity,
love to-
just going round, so you don't spend too much extra time.
Yeah.
In that case, then.
then.
Yeah, could I grab an investigation or perception check? Your choice. And I'll lower the DC because you've got plenty of time to do it.
Can I do this as well because I'm there?
Yeah,
or?
yeah, I'm happy if you do it separately if you like, or you can forego and give advantage, whatever you'd prefer.
Oh, I've got a decently high perception.
I would have given him advantage, but I feel like that's cheap now to be like, oh, I rolled a 2.
3 on the investigation check from Bart. 22 perception check from Niles.
All this paper is just talking about, it doesn't make any sense. Just coasts, nothing but coasts.
To be fair, Bart, your foot is still withered. It's still necromantically destroyed as you kind of like hobble around. It's pretty distracting.
Can you pass me a piece of paper, please?
Yeah, it's
about that.
you're still like, and it's like occasionally black ooze, probably what was blood until it encounters this section of the injury.
That's
Occasionally
gross.
black ooze pushes through the cracks in the skin. Yeah, it's a bad injury. You need to get this looked at some point. This is not good.
Good thing you can fly.
Good thing you can fly.
Don't need legs.
Niles, as you examine the documents here, none of these books stands out as being particularly rare or an unusual find. If you were to head to like the Unseen University Library, or if you were to head to any of the more well-stocked noble libraries of Oxenford or Palin, you would expect to find most of these books here.
Right.
With one exception.
Ooh.
There is a book that stands out almost immediately because it has no embossed cover, just leather wrapped, almost like a journal, but sitting with the other. Yes, Lyra, you can have cast Greater Restoration to remove Bart's withered foot if you would like to have done that.
Yes, yeah. If it was possible to do that before the long
Yes,
rest,
that's fine.
I think we're
That's
going to
fine.
need the spells.
As you cast Greater Restoration, Bart's foot heals and is magically returned to its normal form.
Yay!
You may remove that injury from your character sheet, Bart.
Thank fuck.
Niles, yeah, with one exception. One of the books on the shelf has no... It's a leather-bound book. The leather is old and worn. And it's just sitting with a bunch of other books discussing various... what look like anatomical style texts. On the far northern wall, there's a whole bunch of texts that look like they focus on various anatomical features of dragonborn, humans, elves. They're going through the various anatomical features of them. And right in the middle is this nondescript leather-bound book. As you reach forward and pull it from the shelf and open the book, you realize you do not recognize this script.
Oh.
It is a strange language. Very angular. Written in red ink, you hope. These harsh, jagged lines. It's a strange script. And as you flip through the pages, you soon find drawings, sketches, really, that show various humanoid figures in states of dissection. The most notable of which is a close-up view of the skull of a humanoid figure, revealing the positioning of canine teeth and how they can slide back in and out of the skull, demonstrating various aspects of what to you appears to be vampire anatomy and physiology.
Okay. So Grey's Anatomy, but for vampires. Cool. Okay.
Yeah. It does appear to be, I think even, maybe not even more, not as formal as Grey's Anatomy. Like, let's go back to some of the old, like, lithograph anatomy stuff, like explorer lithograph style natural history books. This is like
pioneer,
a vampire.
Darwin-y, sort of like... Yep,
exactly. Gotcha. Yeah. This seems to be discussing vampires. And as you flick through, it goes through many different forms of vampires. You can see that it is really a dense description of different types of vampires. And with your perception check, what catches your eye straight away, right towards the end, is a page discussing, I mean, you don't read the script, but the image shows a vampire with like feathers growing from their head instead of hair, almost like feathered like wings from their arms. And they have these golden ringed circlets and golden braces.
Whoa. I kind of flick through it and kind of be like, but this is maybe the journal of whoever it was that was living here, a researcher or someone. I don't know if it was hers per se, but it could have been. But check this out, and I like show like Bart the last page. That looks like it could be them. I think. I mean, circlets in particular.
Could be who? Sorry.
Those ones. I like point at the glass cabinet.
Oh crap! Sorry. Okay.
I'm definitely going to show this to Grim. This isn't a language I've ever seen or know about. What did the vampire lady say she was? What was it? That she spoke? It was some sort of strange dialect, I think. That
Lumian.
Yeah.
I think it was Lumian. No.
It was Lumian.
I'm not sure. She mentioned her mother and a bunch of. It seems like the Tempest Guild had some beef with her, or at least her ancestors. I don't know how much you know about that, but let's take the book back. If there's nothing useful for us and what's to come, then maybe it's helpful for someone else.
I think Grim probably would be interested.
Yeah. I'd rather him know about the braces before he touches them. After what happened.
Yeah. That sounds like
okay.
a plan.
Let's head to the second room.
Okay.
As you make your way through into the second room, there's it looks like some sort of lounge room and musical conservatory. There's an enormous grand piano positioned, the keys covered in dust, a chessboard, a game half finished, also covered in dust. This room's not been used in a very long time. The fireplace is left empty, full of ash and charred hunks of wood. The couch is covered in dust sheets. This place is long abandoned.
Well, nothing quite to see here. It's a little bit underwhelming compared to the other room.
What's confusing me is
desiccated corpses.
Well, that's what's confusing me. I felt multiple undead from this room more than the other one. So I was expecting.
Sure.
We're not doing some sort of horror novel where everything's okay. Oh, there's nothing here. Let's split up. No, I felt a lot of shit here. Believe me, please.
No, I do believe you.
Next 10 minutes you have it active for, yeah?
Yes, correct.
There are traces of undeath coming from the piano.
I see. Okay. There's definitely something funky about the piano. And I don't know, there seems to be maybe like a cupboard as well.
I feel as though we're maybe a little bit in over our heads. I think it might be best if we maybe get the others. I don't want to...
You're scared of a piano?
No.
I was just saying there's no problems here. I'm going to open the piano nonchalantly.
Yeah, as you raise the piano up and position the chock to help hold the lid open, you can see the strings. It looks in fairly good nick considering it's just been left here.
Not a body inside?
No bodies inside, no.
What about the keys of the piano? What are they like? What are they made of?
Ivory.
Are they made of bones?
No, not made of bones. They do look to be ivory keys. They're covered in dust. No one has played this in a long time. There's no fingerprints or anything showing that anyone's played this. It's a layer of dust covers every surface of the piano, especially the keys. There's still a piece of music sitting in front of the piano on the stand. The
I'll
music
give you one
is.
gold piece if you play it, Niles.
I'm not. You know as well as I do that you're the more musically inclined one of the two of us.
I'll tell you what keys to press. Two
Oh my.
gold pieces.
What? Are you really trying to scam me right now? During a moment of during what? No, I won't stoop to that level. 2 gold pieces, you said though. Make it 5.
Hoot,
We
hoot.
might be talking. Hoot hoot.
Does it have a title? The piece.
The page has faded and rotted away a little bit, but as you glance, you can just make out the name of the piece. It's called
well, Bart.
Eh?
Sorry.
No. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, Bart is musically inclined. Performance is one of my best skills. Could I try humming the notes and see if it's a song that I recognize, as I see like where the piano keys are meant to be?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, make me a performance check. For sure.
That's a natural 20.
Natural
for a
20.
28.
Whoa!
But
Fuck yeah, that's a red roll for the first roll of the night.
That song
You-
from In the Thrones of the Red Wedding starts playing.
you don't recognize the name of this music. It's called the Ashwinder. You've never seen this piece before. You've never heard it before. But as you begin to whistle, somehow you know this music deeply. A song that you have felt playing in your mind while dancing. A slow rising melody. And as you begin to whistle the tune, the keys on the piano begin to play along by themselves.
Oh shit!
Music
slowly,
begins to...
As I'm whistling, cock my head towards Niles.
Yeah,
Music.
Like, oh! What?
The music begins to echo through the entire house. All of you hear this. This quiet, sad song. And before too long, you hear strings accompanying. An entire orchestra playing along as ghostly instruments begin to rise from the piano. Softly, one at a time, until the entire drawing room is filled with these instruments playing by themselves. And as you get to the last note of the song, the piano key depresses, but the string inside breaks, and you hear this cut. The note falls flat, and you watch as all the instruments one by one begin to break apart into mist. But you hold that final note, Bart. And as you do, it drowns out the cacophony of the failing instruments, the failing piano, and carries those last moments of the song. A moment later, a figure fading in as if appearing before you, black and white, a woman sitting at the piano, her hand resting on that final key that did not play properly. You watch as she turns towards you, her eyes black pits, no sclera, no pupil, just darkness. Her hair slowly winding around her, moving as if in a phantom breeze. She gives you a soft smile and then fades away. The feeling of undeath disappears.
Lovely. Didn't even need to do a ceremony spell this time.
I just applause. Well done. That was quite.
Everyone
a song.
who heard that song benefits from an additional effect as a result of the long rest.
Oh hell yeah!
But could you please roll a d12 for me?
Gladly.
That's huge.
A 1.
Is it really? Roll it again.
Bad.
Roll again.
Oh, hey!
Go into features and traits as well, so we can see it.
The guy rolled off the screen for me and
Nine.
disappeared.
Hopefully this one comes through. I just did features and traits. Okay, it didn't come through. The first re-roll I did was a 9.
9.
I'm not sure.
All of you gain 9 temporary hit points.
Hell yeah.
Excellent. Well, does that stack? I doubt it does. If not, it's not as good as Bart's song.
Oh, that's a shame.
Look, their music's pretty, but it ain't Liang Theocracy.
Do you know what? Do you know what? If you did your normal performance, add the 9 to your performance, what your normal temporary hit points performance would be. So what would be the total?
Excellent. I like the ghosts now. My musician, also no, inspiring leader. It is. Doesn't show on the features and traits. I need. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 14. So
14.
21.
Hell yeah.
23. 14 plus 9.
23. I was gonna say.
Very
I was doing that math, and I'm like,
That's very good.
You may all have 23 temporary hit points.
A lot of
Add to your
temporary
character
points.
sheet.
Huge.
As you feel strangely, bizarrely refreshed by this music, it fills you with a sense of sadness and longing, but also a sense of resolve. Yeah.
Well, I feel like maybe she's someone else that was hurt by the family here, cursed to stay. Someone that maybe fell for the tricks, unlike Lyra.
Yes, well, maybe. I mean, it's pretty awful what seems to have transpired here. The location of the coffin and the mess down there was evidence that Astellas was probably slowly taking apart the villagers one by one, so there was no one left. Pretty grim stuff, if you ask me.
I don't think there's much more to find in the room. Maybe we head back to the others.
Yes. I think I would like to deliver this one to Grim. Perhaps bring Grim back as well to have a look at these bodies. Although I will make sure he doesn't go touching anything he shouldn't.
Not a bad idea. As we
While-
ride back, I'll just slap my hands together. I'm happy to jump back to other people, but just to hand wave it, slap my hands together. Morning, gang! And I'm going to cast Aid and give a bunch of people some hit points. I'll type in the chat who is going to.
Should we be saving spell slots for the?
Yeah, I was gonna say, but before you too hog wild,
Bartholomew wasn't around. You see, he was he was on the cusp of death. So this is a new information to him.
We did forget to tell you this. So Griswold, he came to come pick up young Barry, who had his adventure here. And
Barry tried to teleport into an ice cream shop and ended up here, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, only a little bit off on his destination.
Oh, he was still a cold place. It was just the coldest place possible.
It was actually really interesting because Beckman gave me a heads up that he was locked on to me.
That's funny that happened, actually.
Yeah.
We should unpack that at some point.
What does his ice cream have to do with my casting?
Larry, go.
So
Yeah.
Griswold came to come
Long
pick up.
story short.
Yes, and Griswold was also sort of saying we were asking for advice, and he ended up giving it to us and said, don't actually have to go through the portal, or potentially don't have to go through the portal. We might be able to get to the portal's edge itself, as in like the rim that forms this portal, and just pump a bunch of magic into it. Like, so much magic. As much magic as we have kind of magic.
Yeah.
And so we were thinking that, we've just had this sleep, we've got a lot of our magic back. We might be able to sort of split into 2 teams.
But it's more than that. It's more than that, Lyra. It's more Bartholomew. So if we do this and we cast the magic that everyone has at the portal, cause the portal to collapse in on itself, it will cause a reaction that will potentially significantly damage Kania and potentially.
We need to pump magic into it. Question: do we still have any pieces of the giant crystal? Wasn't that pure magic?
I didn't pick up one.
The energy source back on the volcanic island.
We chipped some pieces up before we left.
We were going to get pieces.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to pick up any. No.
Let me have a look.
Anyone?
And I'm gonna just really crappily party fizzle the aid as it. I'm not gonna cast it.
I do have some shards of drained greystone. I pull it out of the bag.
I'll do prestidigitation, just confetti.
It's not quite a lot. It's not like the ruby, but it's
I mean,
something.
I believe between Grim and myself and Cassius, we should have enough magic. But
I was just thinking if we had some of that on us, it might be useful.
It would have been actually very useful, but
It would have been very useful,
concerned
yeah.
about is
Grim.
Kanya just kind of settling and letting us do it unimpeded.
Yes. Also worth noting, pull out the jar. Stelis is in this.
No. She's not with you.
Griswold has.
Griswold
she's
took her.
she's
No,
with
we don't
Griswold.
anymore.
Sorry, I had it written down in
Yep.
my inventory, so I should probably take that out.
I will need you to remove Jar of Vampire from your
Damn
inventory.
There's
Sorry.
so many uses.
It's like, when you make a cocktail and you want to infuse it with smoke, you make the cocktail, you open the jar and then quickly slam the vampire down on it, hold it for a little bit, and then put it back on again so you infuse it with the taste of vampire.
I'll wreck on that. I'll say, so Stelis, how she was escaping in that smoke form. Well, when Barry turned up, he just grabbed Stelis, I guess, out of the air and put her in a jar.
Can we do that with the giants?
What? No, I don't think
Do
so.
we have
I've never met Barry. Does he have the magic to just put people in jars?
Well, I think it's because she was in gaseous form at that point.
Yes, that's a good
Okay.
point.
I imagine that a humanoid
Or mist,
size in
something
gaseous
along
form
those
is large,
lines,
but
anyway.
these giants, you're going to need a barrel or something larger.
A larger jar.
It'd be a lot of mist.
Oh, we
But
could
there
use
would have to
bag
be a
full.
mist first, though, to do this, right?
Yes.
We can find a way.
Yes.
I mean, you could, if you try hard enough, you can put anything in a jar.
I don't think Harry's entertained by this conversation.
I just need a blender.
That's very exactly right, Lyra.
I'm talking about the calculations of a giant barrel. I just see Dave.
Harry's just like Farrell. He was actually still thinking about the ice cream.
Yeah.
And the carrot flavor.
What flavor would I get? If I
Carrot
was Barry?
flavor. Or cabbage flavor.
Of course.
Red cabbage or green cabbage?
Yeah, so the point is, save your magic slots, or your magic abilities. We can use it to destroy the portal and hopefully cause
Really
some...
good.
Yes.
We all have the ability to cast magic, right? All of us.
No, well, I don't.
Most.
Oh. I'm gonna give you like a best bro, like shoved to the side. Only one that can't.
I'm not quite magically inclined in the traditional sense, but I can interact with the weave a little bit.
Well, your fists are magical, right?
You say
Well,
You
my
know
fists
you
are
can.
magical, so I can cast a little
Cast
bit. You know what I'm
punch.
saying? Ah, punch! Wow! Yes. Magic missiles. Woo, 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 woo.
give him the one hoot punch. Toot hoot.
I like
That's
that. I'll take that one, Grim. Oh, by the way, Grim, actually, good point. Bartholomew and
Yes.
I saw some
Mummies.
mummies in the room back
You
there.
what?
The parental kind.
Oh, and 1 second, I pull up the
I don't
journal.
care about the parental kinds. We're talking about the dead ones, wrapped in bandages.
Yes, no, they're, turn to this page here. Yeah, these ones.
I grabbed the book and study the page. What do I see by getting my first glance at this book?
Grim, could you please roll for me a history check?
Oh, history, you say?
Has to be history, unfortunately.
The dice keeps rolling off the screen for me, but where'd that go?
That's okay. It comes through on here, so don't look at the D&D Beyond one. Use roll 20. That's a 9, Grim. Grim, you have never seen this script before. You have no clue what this language is or what this script is. No clue. Do you want to use your inspiration that you just got from Bartholomew to re-roll this, or do you want to save it?
Bartholomew, I would love to use that. Thank you.
You could just
Not like
use,
we're trying to stop demons from entering this plane, but sure, spend it on a book.
I mean, mummies, gold bands. Are you kidding? What's good?
Please, what happened?
it's an 11.
Oh, damn it.
Grim.
Yeah,
Well.
how much I don't know.
Grim, you think you've never seen this language before. You've got no clue what this is.
Do I recognize if it's written in blood or anything like that?
No, it is in red ink. Blood is very impractical to write in. It takes ages to dry. You need to mix it with things to make it more appropriate. And plus, if you were a vampire, writing in blood is just wasteful. Like,
That's food. Yeah,
just drink it. Yum. Yeah.
The red is just edgy.
At like a very basic level, because like Niles obviously has no idea what the fuck this is, but like, is like the depiction of the feathered vampires we're assuming, are they like in any way similar to like an Owlin at all? Like just
Not really. They seem yeah, it's more like a stylistic interpretation of it's much more humanoid. Yeah, it's you've not seen anything like it before. It doesn't remind you of Owlin or Aarakocra. There's no other bird-like features. The body shape is much more humanoid. The face is clearly like humanoid, vampiric. It's just these feathers around the hair and the arms. Yeah, it's not like anything else. And they have a bit more of a kind of serpentile look to them as well. There's almost a bit of like a if anything, they seem closer to the Yuan tea than anything else.
Okay, that's good. I was like getting flashbacks to watching some sort of like Animal Planet episode where there's like finches that drink blood.
Yeah, there's a lot of creatures that do. Butterflies will gladly drink blood.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, that's true. Actually, at the mention of that, maybe it would be worth showing Lyra as well. Now that I look at it, it does look a little bit Yuan tea, don't you think? Hey, Lyra.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this is more. What was it? Shana? Shana was. But maybe you would know as well. What do you make of this?
I imagine I'm holding the book and you rip it out of my hands.
Yeah. No, like I like grab it while you're holding it, and I like lift your arms up as well to be like, like we're all holding the book. Like, what do you think of this?
Project.
Could Harry have a sticky beak as well?
Yeah, could I get history checks from
hopping up
Harry
in
and
the
from
middle.
Lyra? Everyone, have a look. Gather round.
What do you think? Story time.
Okay, 7 from Lyra. Yeah.
Whether she's told me or not, whether I remember it is another
Oh.
question entirely. I
Sorry,
don't
what are we
know.
rolling on? I just had to get a nice pad.
History check.
Oh, I'm actually really good at those. Watch me
Cassius,
roll in that one.
big brain. Come on.
No, watch me roll in that one.
No.
Natural.
Okay,
it's an unnatural 20.
Unnatural
Okay.
20. Let's go.
I'm a +7 in history. He's actually pretty.
Yeah.
He's pretty switched on with that stuff. I guess it probably ties in to his vast knowledge of magic items, and that probably just feeds off other.
Yeah, that's how you're going to understand
Both
this is actually
yarn.
through your examination of magic items, Cassius. Harry, 13. You don't recognize this script at all. You've never seen anything like this. Actually, that's not true. You have seen something like this one time. There was an item that came through the Thieves Guild that had been plundered from the northeastern corners of Nostea, from an island chain up north. The Oxenford Historical Society had been doing a dig there, and they'd uncovered some very old, abandoned temple structure that was half buried. The Thieves Guild obviously got wind of this and made sure that not all the packages made it back to the Historical Society. They took a few of them themselves. One of the items that you recognize was a plate of metal marked with this similar language. The Thieves Guild couldn't really make much sense of it. They melted it down and sold it for the gold value in the end and destroyed this item, whatever it was. Cassius, you recognize this language. You don't speak it, but this is the old and very well hidden language of the vampires. This book is likely a Codex Sanguinis, a codex of vampires written in the language of the vampires, the vampiric tongue.
I can't read this myself per se, but this definitely seems to be involved with the vampires. I think this might be their language. Like I said, can't read it, but I'm picking things. I've seen things like this before in runes and such when looking at magic items. So Yeah, we'll have to hold this, I reckon. Maybe Griswold or something can get a bit more of a hold of it.
Well, maybe you and Grim would be interested in the desiccated corpses of whatever it is in the glass cabinets in the study. There.
Well, I mean, I can definitely have a look. I probably won't be as interested as Grim, but I'll definitely have a look.
Well, I mean, in particular, the items, the gold circlet and the bands could be something you might be interested in, Cassius.
Very well could be, actually. So
Yes. You can have I'll have the body. You can have the items. That's fine with me.
Oh well, they can't really use it, can they? Eh?
Well, I'd just ask that you separate the gold circlets and put them safely in the bag of holding before Grim resurrects these bodies, just to be on the safe side, you know.
Yeah, let's go have a look at these bodies first, eh?
Cassius,
I thought you would never ask.
you know about these. You recognize this book in this language because you know that most of the time, items that have been marked with the language of the vampires, the lingua sanctus, are cursed, heavily cursed for anyone who's not a vampire to use them.
Oh, fuck.
Very, very problematically cursed.
Uh-oh.
As you follow Bart and Niles towards the north, I'm going to say all of you come along for this little bit as you get to the mummies in the boxes. Oh, yeah, Cassius, this is classic ancient vampiric cursed items. I mean, you recognize these immediately. Again, you don't speak the language, but you know that the language written on here, this isn't good.
So just a heads up, everyone, before we get into the nitty and gritty and all this gold and such, FYI, these are ancient vampire cursed items. So I would I'd probably just leave them, if I'm being honest. Have a look at the corpses and such, and when I look at the corpses there, what do they sort of offer me in terms of like...
Yeah, do you want to make an investigation or a perception check to get a bit more?
Yeah, let's
examine the bodies.
Can I join him at looking over the bodies? I'll be very interested to peruse the wares.
100%.
Well, perception investigation. Perception's +1 better, but because I think I'm more investigating them, I'm going to go do that.
Yeah.
15's up.
15's still good. 18's good as well. With the two of you working together and pointing things out, these bodies are not human. Immediately not human. These are the bodies of an ancient breed of vampire, most likely. There is something very odd about them. They're far more desiccated than they should be if they're still alive. Yet vampires, when they are killed, turn to dust, which would indicate that these are not...
These ones might be in some form of hibernation or something. Or
possibly.
Some deep survival state or something triggered by something, I'm not sure, but I mean, like, I don't know much about vampires, but I think if these got any hint of blood on them, I think we might be having more vampires appear right now.
Cassius?
If you wanted to put some blood on there, but get your stakes ready.
Cassius, you also notice with an 18, the edges of the glass are inlaid with silver, and in the top of the glass case, there is a small silver dropper marked
so
with red around it.
As I go to probably see even Lyra starting to like look at like even she's probably because I see Nelly put a little thing, so she's probably looking at like the corpses, probably umming and ahhing to herself. Before we get any ideas, I'm not too sure about getting in and touching these either, because then I point out the silver inlay. That could be a protection of some sort too. So if we go in there and start mucking about, just be ready for a scrap potentially. Who knows? Depends on how much you want those gold bangles, of course.
Maybe we just tell Griswold about
probably ancient.
It looks like a dripper or a drop. It's probably going to let blood onto it as some sort of like a trap. That's what my family would do with like jade statues.
I mean, I could mage hand in there and swipe the blood off, but that's just a thought or theory, really. If you're concerned.
A vampire theory? No, sorry. Sorry.
Counter idea. remark this location on a map, and we either come back for it after we do the portal stuff, or we tell Griswold about it, because I'm sure he would love to research this, but, you know, I'm assuming that these guys are really going to get up and try and fight us and be all
probably.
dead.
Do we have some sort of a way of activating the droppers when we're away? Because 2 vampire mummies would be an amazing distraction.
That is a distraction, you're right, yes. That could work rather well.
Oh, so you're saying while we're doing our little portal shenanigans, just
Keep the giants busy with 2 mummies, yeah.
I mean, look, it's fraught with peril, but it could work out spectacular.
Can I, looking at the dropper, can I start going up an octave, going with my voice to see if the drop of blood wants to move somewhat, perhaps? Like if I hit a certain level, it may drop.
You can definitely do that. It does not activate. We'll go. No, do you know what? Yeah. Grim, roll me a D100.
Oh yes.
Go on.
Okay. I'm now thinking about the logistics of what I'm doing, and it's still mapping out as we speak.
59. Grim, as you move up through the octave, your normal register of voice, pushing the limits of what you've ever sung before. The glass vibrates for a moment as you hit the resonant frequency and move past it, unable to kind of hold that tone particularly well. No blood drops out of the dropper.
I didn't know that you could sing. We should do that sometime.
To get the high notes, Grim like slams his balls in one of his spell books, just like bam, just to get those upper notes.
Did you hear Bartholomew before? It was quite the voice he had. You could learn a thing or two from each other, maybe.
Oh, you did some. I take a little sip from my little flask. We could do some practice. Yes. I was just thinking that if I could use magic mouth as an activation of some sorts, that was an idea. I hadn't fully thought it through, to be honest, but it was something.
That's rather clever.
Are there any summons that we could leave behind with instructions?
Yes, well, there's
I
sort of trigger for it to go off.
If you give me 10 minutes, I can see if I can summon a fox form swampy. The lack of opposable thumbs might, be a little bit more difficult for them to activate the lid. But
I mean, the other side to this is if we are trying to use the vampire, whatever these are, as distractions, there is the case that they may just bugger off and not want to deal with the frost giants and go wreak havoc on the mainland and devour all of our innocent Nestaeans back on the mainland. Or in Northgard.
Those bands did look hella cursed.
Yes.
We could cause another problem.
I kind of don't want to create another problem on top of our problems that we already have.
I could just raise a zombie or a skeleton, perhaps, to stand watch, and if they hear a ruckus, to break glass in case of emergency. That's also an option.
Not to mention as well, once we do deal with the portal and we do deal with giants, then we'll have to deal with potentially 2 vampire mummies.
Yeah, that is what I'm thinking.
That's a lot of threats stacking up.
I think we're just making problems for ourselves at this point.
Be able to deal with them pretty easily.
Famous last words.
Can I investigate how the contraption works to drop the blood on them?
Yeah, 100%. Could I get an investigation check?
May I remind you, Bartholomew, that you went down and your leg was withered in a combat against what I would assume is a relatively young vampire in the scheme of things. These are 2 ancient vampires? Come now.
But that being said, we went up against a no-name frost giant who nearly KO'd all of us.
Oh, I mean, I thought I was doing pretty good at that, right? I was having a great time.
He didn't actually hit me, so I was pretty happy.
No, he didn't hit me either.
I was
Grim.
I nearly died.
18. As you examine the mechanism, you reach up, feeling around the edge of the wood that binds this glass case in position, and peel the wood paneling away, revealing inside quite a complex-looking mechanism. Clockwork in nature with a what looks like a small rotating dial that has a hole in the very center. And as that hole aligns with the underside of a bottle, it allows a single drop of blood to fall down into the case onto the vampires inside, these desiccated corpses. The clockwork has only just moved off one of these holes. It looks like it drops it every 24 hours, and the vials are pretty full of blood. Someone's been keeping them full of blood.
Oh, so I get the feeling that this is just enough to stop them from dying. It's not
Correct.
an activation.
There is only enough blood in here. Oh, the hole on this little metal disc that is run by clockwork is only enough blood to keep them alive, you suspect, yeah.
Yeah, every 24 hours to get one drop.
It's pretty dark.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking. Someone didn't like their family. Well, as I'm looking at this, I'm just, vampire family relationships are quite complicated and a little too, I mind the pun, grim for me, of sorts. I will be fine to open it, as I explained the mechanism to everyone. They're just holding on by a thread, a drop of life a day, as it were. We should be fine to open this, as long as no one pours on this entire bottle of blood.
I mean, but why?
I wouldn't do it. I don't know. I'm just saying, don't pour on the entire bottle.
No. I said, why are we opening it? I mean, either we
Maybe
can
they have
remove the
something
blood.
cool.
Rin.
Maybe someone puts on the golden gauntlets and gets a curse. Not all I'm cursed and I'm doing fine. Not all curses are bad.
Rin, I have to kill you.
I don't think so. No. You can't. No. You nearly devoured young Bartholomew while he was.
You know what? I think
ground.
he's just a bit lonely. I think he wants someone else to be cursed with him.
It would be nice to have something in common. Yes. It's okay, fine. We don't have to open this. But do we stop the mechanism is the next question and just let them die?
How do vampire lineages work if we kill the suspected grandparents?
I mean, to be fair, I have no issue just lighting these puppies on fire.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Almost fine if they are
Vampires are vampires at the end of the day.
Actually,
Like, most of them are pretty evil.
Setting a fire underneath their floor might also be a good distraction for the giants, assuming we can get out.
Yeah, we could burn down the longhouse. That's actually a good idea.
I'd feel
That's a
kind of
great
mean about it,
distraction,
but
actually.
it'd probably work really well, assuming we can get out of here before, the
Two
fire
birds
spreads
with one
too much.
stone, really.
I mean, that does
This
depend
town is
where-
pretty old. The wood is old and dry.
Yeah. Well,
Does
I mean,
anyone
if
have a
we're-
better idea?
Oh
we're
wait, just quickly,
prepared
is it
to-
actually dry in this storm we've been having? Like with all the
This is
cold?
underneath the longhouse, so yeah, it's very dry under here. Yeah. And it's so cold that water is freezing. It's actually, ironically, probably drier here than it is most other places.
Yeah, true. That's such a good point. The moisture.
If we're
really
looking
isn't
for a
around.
distraction, I mean, it's not a bad one.
I don't mind this idea. We'd have to be
I'm
ready to
Lyra.
act
Into the
if
fire
we do
first.
this.
Yeah, I think if we get most...
Maybe not straight away.
Mummies. Okay.
Have we done our information gathering yet? We haven't really found the giant that we want to talk to yet.
You do
Yeah,
know
we
where
have,
he is.
yeah.
Harry knows exactly where
We
he
do
is.
know where he is, yes. Okay. But do we want to talk to him first,
where
or do
he
we want to
is.
do this first?
I think if we light the longhouse on fire, we're kind of committing ourselves to a course of action, which would mean that we would have to act. We
To a
can't just
timeline.
wait. we have a timeline there.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it may
but
be
anyway.
wise to go speak to our giant friend. Despite
That's
the
what I
fact
was
that he's
thinking.
been, yes, under
Then we
duress.
can
said-
set up. Then we can set up the distraction once we're ready to move.
My thought is,
Is
if we
there a
need to
way-
go see him, this is a good distraction.
We've also got the wolves to consider if things kick
Yeah,
off.
they're probably not going to wait much longer, to be honest.
Yeah.
Is there a way we can set the
Oh,
fire
yeah, that's good.
remotely?
Can you
Does anyone have a
imagine
candle?
do fire? Whoa.
Does anyone have any fuses or anything like that?
There are candles in this manor house, Lyra. You find candles easily.
Yeah, I mean,
So we can.
it wouldn't be super exact, but we could probably rig something just with the melting of the ice. The ice, as it melts down, the candle falls over, falls onto some wood, maybe some convenient paper nearby. Bada bing, bada bang. Got ourselves a fire.
I love that idea. I can start using perhaps mold earth to make a basin or something of sorts to put. Do I have any candle oil? Like a little
There are no. You don't even have to. There are. There's oil lamps all over this manor house. You just go grab an oil lamp, Grim.
Yeah, we're just gonna do that. I was gonna grab a bullseye lantern out of the rope of useful items, but if I got it, we'll go with that.
I grab one and do you want me to start pouring this on the floor? I like to do this part.
Pour it all over the vampire.
The floor is
gleefully spinning around, going.
Yeah.
Haha, some for you.
The pungent smell of lantern oil soon fills the room as Grim splashes every available surface, almost like he's baptizing the place with a lot of pizzazz. A little bit of lantern here, a little bit of lantern oil there. Yeah.
I replace the blood vials with lantern oil, so it sprays fire on them.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to need you to make a sleight of hand check, mate, as you try and muck around with this incredibly delicate, incredibly complicated clockwork machinery.
I'm committing to this, aren't I?
Can Harry do it from his side?
Can Harry be like, no?
He sees this and he wants Grim to express himself, but
I would let someone interject in this moment of
would you know?
Pussy.
Would you know?
Unless you'd like to do it, Harry, I don't mind. It's an idea. It's just for fun.
Yeah, I don't fully understand what you're doing, but I can help you. I'm pretty good with my hands.
It's not necessary. Just vampires are useless to necromancers because they turn to dust and they don't have any souls of sorts and such like that, so I don't really care. Whites are better. They do a better job than a vampire, in my opinion. That's hearsay. We don't have to roll. They'll burn anyway. It's fine. We can take some blood, though.
Do you have to? Do you have to, though? I mean, we were just in the butcher's cellar, and there was a lot of blood in there, and it smelled really bad.
I've been hanging around Harry a lot, and I just like taking things. It's a habit I've picked up from him.
Oh my!
As you set up a Rube Goldberg or Ruby Noemberg style machine around the area, Lyra, it doesn't take you too long. Named after the famous gnome philosopher Ruby Noemberg. As you set up the sequence of things to fail one after the other to spread the fire when you want it after a certain amount of time. Do you want to roll for me I think you could do this one of two ways. This could be a survival check, sleight of hand check to position this all very carefully. They're kind of the main two that I can think of. Maybe...
I think it's probably also using, sort of like with the old style of alarm clocks where people would put pins in a candle, and as the candle burns down, the pin falls out. Using that as sort of the main, kick it off
starting
so that we
point.
have some sort of relatively controlled timing method.
Could Harry also work with Lyra very closely on all of these things, maybe review the work as well to make sure that nothing will fail, and then maybe also do a sleight of hand to also just
100%. Yeah, in that case then. Yeah. In that case, then Lyra, if you want to do survival or sleight of hand, Harry, if you want to do a sleight of hand, that would be perfect. I think that works out very, very well. Oh, you've already rolled the survival, Lyra. 22. Fucking hell, amazing. 25 for the sleight of hand. Brilliant. Okay. With the two of you working together, Harry, your nimble paws dexterously positioning things, balancing them just so that the lightest touch won't knock them. Only the deliberate action that Lyra has set previously. Lyra, as you take a pin, tie some string around it, push it into the candle that you want to light, setting it up into position, and then having that string tied to maybe one of the chandeliers above, so as the pin drops, it falls and sets fire to that string, the candle then burning into other things. As you position that all, the two of you working together do a fabulous job. You're pretty confident. As soon as you light this candle, Lyra, it's up to you how long you want this to be. The candles here designed to burn anywhere from sort of 12 hours to, I mean, you could have it be an hour. You just put the pin up a bit higher. How long do you want to set this off for? What's your delay?
I think looking over at Harry, how accessible would you say Svindal was from where we are now? You know, how long it would take us to get to him with an element of stealth? Somehow find a way to talk to him. How long are we thinking?
He was in the building. I think he was on the top floor almost. I could see him from the window. It's blocked by bars. So it would be actually quite tough to communicate with him without being in the room with him. But it was just outside.
Yeah, the building's only like across the way.
I've got to jump, so...
Can we get within 60 feet of him from where he is? Because if we can get within 60 feet, we can use the linking tattoo.
Yes. From this moment on, I will play as Harry, as Dave has to go. Harry...
can we Misty Step to him? Is that something we can do?
You could Misty Step as long as you can see where you want to Misty Step to. You absolutely could.
So we could see through the window, right? And
Correct.
I could just say...
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You don't even have to be able to see him. I just have to be within 60 feet of him, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, for the linking tattoo, you just have to be within 60 feet and know the target that you're trying to go for. But yeah, Harry nods.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too far. If we head outside and then make our way stealthily along the edge, like I'm sure the bear distraction's still going quite well. If we can get to the window, I could Misty Step, or if you want to use your linking tattoo, it'd only take us like 10 minutes to get there tops.
All right. Well, maybe if we set it for an hour, then I sort of look at the others for confirmation or other plans. But set it for an hour, see if we can have a chat to him. If for whatever reason he says, no, don't do that, that's a terrible, stupid idea, we can quickly send someone back in to disable said trap. An hour?
I'll volunteer. If we need to disable the trap, I can always run back and do it. I'm probably the quickest and the stealthiest.
Yeah, but ideally, you know, after an hour passes, we've had our plan, we've talked to Svindal, the building catches on fire, and we start doing our best to unload some magic into this portal. Is this sort of the plan that we're thinking?
Do we know where the portal is? Like, we know where it is roughly, but do we know how to get there?
Not
Just up the cliff.
No, we don't.
Not exactly.
We couldn't see it from where we were.
Harry.
It's like inside, like the... Yeah.
For context, the mountain that kind of rises up from the middle of Lisheim is almost like a half moon. Imagine this whole area is quite mountainous. It's a fjord essentially, and so the harbour where you are is right down the bottom of this kind of canyon, is the best way to describe it, or this fjord. You were over the other side of the island before, on the lower half behind, with the mountains rising up at the moon pool. Where you are now is the other side as you've come through underneath the mountain. It looks like that fjord narrows and almost forms like a half moon opening with a wider crater behind. So, you assume it's there, given that that's where the icy winds of Cania seem to be blowing from, that portal. But you haven't actually seen the edges of it yet. You've seen the aurora around it, this massive outlay of energy above it, so you know roughly where it is. But how to exactly get to it? Scaling icy cliffs while the winds of the seventh layer of hell, the frozen wastes of Cania, blow directly into your faces. Not a smart move, you would think. So having an approach to get there would be a good idea.
Maybe longer than an hour then.
Possibly longer than an hour. Might not be the worst idea. But if you were using this as a chance to get the giants on side that you wanted to mark so that Fenris and her pack don't tear all the giants apart, I mean, an hour is probably perfect timing, because that'll be the point where chaos erupts as fire erupts under the longhouse. And if you're trying to then go around and mark giants with symbols, or get them to mark each other with symbols very quickly, that could be a good distraction to accomplish that goal. And then I guess rely on the element of speed and rushing to get yourselves up to the portal in time.
Maybe
And I can dash and do some stuff. I can do long strider on someone. I've actually got a few movement shenanigans that I can help with. That's pretty handy.
Good to have some utility spells in your back pocket for when you need
be on
them.
the safe side then. Give us a little bit more leeway.
I don't want to put ourselves under too much pressure. I mean, obviously this is a very time-sensitive thing, but we do, by doing this and taking this course of action, we do put ourselves on a bit of a timeline, and that's to ensure that everything goes smoothly with the giant and with marking the giants if that is what we want to do. So I think allowing a little bit of extra time would be wise.
And if need be, we could always get Harry to duck down here and topple it over and run back.
It's a good
This
point.
is more like a fail-safe, in a sense.
Like, actually,
we
like
lost
looking
you.
at
We lost you a bit, Lyra. Your auto cut off the. It's right. I think it's working now. I think the auto gate cut in a bit. The noise gate.
in the context of the long hall that's above us and like the giants and everything, like there's a whole village under here, right? Like there's a fairly
There's a
large human
tiny
settlement
human,
that's here.
tiny human village. Like would have been a
Would, like-
population of maybe 100 people under here at some point. Yeah.
Okay. So like lighting a fire here, and if it realistically was to catch fire to the entire settlement, that would still be significant enough to like the longhouse above us, right?
Potentially. It depends how quickly the fire grows and whether it's able to rise up high enough to get the floorboards of the longhouse above.
What is the distance between the buildings in this settlement and
It's only
floorboards
about
above us?
20 feet from the top of the buildings to the bottom of the floorboards high above. So
Okay.
it's not too bad. It is possible.
It's not too bad. All right.
And I would say
You know,
in
it's-
your search, looking around for things, there were lots of stores of oil here. This was a village that needed to survive winter. They have large barrels of oil. And this is not something the vampire's been using up, right? She doesn't give a shit. She doesn't get cold.
Yeah.
So
It's
there
like a
is a
long
lot
whip.
of-
You could tie one from the floorboard above to down to the point of ignition. I mean,
Yeah.
I think.
I just want to, I just want to make sure we capitalize on this, and it's not just a little bit of smoke rising up through the floorboards of a longhouse, giant longhouse. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because they'll just tear up a plank and be like, oh, fire down there.
it looks like we have a fire down below the longhouse. Oh well. And they just stamp it
Was
out.
that one
Put the
ale?
floorboard back.
Yeah, they just grab like one big barrel of water and go, okay.
Well, this
I
ale
do
was
have
not very
more
good.
oil.
Just pours it down.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have more oil in my inventory. If you ever, in my bags, if you actually need to, if you want to really intensify this inferno.
So do I. I have it in my alchemy jar.
Oh, well.
I have 1
And
quart of
mayonnaise.
it. Look at this. And mayonnaise for a little snack.
And mayonnaise.
Maybe we should douse as much as we can before we leave. Obviously, that's not going to. It shouldn't set it off immediately, should it? Because the fire will start up in the basement and then work its way up here. I imagine we're up, not in the basement anymore. I don't know.
No. So you're on the first floor of this manor house, which is underneath the longhouse. Above the longhouse is obviously giant proportions, so it's like 10 times the size, and you're in an area underneath.
Yeah, I'm carrying 10 pounds of oil. I just realised. Yeah.
In your bag of holding.
Carrying so much oil.
That's a lot of oil.
Why does everyone have oil?
Yeah, apparently I was just looking at my thing. I've got like 10 units of oil, 1 pound each.
never know-
I
you
like
never
to
know.
be well
You never know when you'll need
lubricated
it.
on my
never
adventures
know
as a
when you'll need
wizard.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
mine's baby oil. Sorry, whoops.
Yeah, I keep my body and my mind slick.
No.
So, Niles, not setting up that wick.
Yeah, let's move on.
No one asked Grim why he has that much baby oil. Yes, I'm a necromancer. Sometimes I like to get a massage from my little skeletons. They can really get those bones in there.
Yes.
Always a happy
Yes,
ending
they
with
use their
my
penises.
skeletons. I know how to treat those. Yeah, so what would you guys like to do?
Wow.
God damn.
Not hear that again.
I've got some bad news. Now that you've express displeasure, I'm going to make sure that I continue that joke for as long as humanly possible, Jared.
And little do you know, this is all reverse psychology. That's what I wanted.
I know. This is your favorite style of humor. What would you like to do? Grim, if you want to pour out some oil to help start this fire, I guess the question is, are you guys taking the golden...
rolling out.
Yeah?
Barrel. Well, we could still take the cuffs. I mean, what else are they going to... We don't want to waste them. I mean, they're ancient. We could remove a curse from them or inspect them. We can't let them just sit here.
Cursed in the process of getting them off the bodies, and then I have to spend my spell slots that we will need for the portal to uncursing you.
Yeah, we also don't have to do
them into a bag of holding. I could do that.
We'll just deal with it later.
Do we know what they're doing to them right now?
They could be cool.
My concern is they if we're not going to release the mummies from fighting giants, even though that's badass, I think that we don't want to mess with them, because what if those are keeping them in stasis? What if the blood is just...
Can I use identify as a ritual if we've been here for like 10 minutes talking?
Yeah.
Maybe they're just fashionable. Maybe that was just the fashion at the time to wear gold bangles.
Vampire fashion. Fashion, as they call it.
Yeah. Of course you can.
Also, just
as you cast identify.
Oh yeah, sorry. You go.
No,
first,
you
go.
You go. No, Jared, you go.
No, I was just going to say, if they do burst up in flames and actually survive it, and they start screaming and howling, that's also a beautiful distraction. And then they'll have two mummies that they have to fight, potentially coming out of a burning log house.
Yeah.
Who knows what will happen?
Yes.
Anyway, continue.
Grim, as you cast Identify on the bands, the information about them inserts itself into your brain, the arcane runes that you scribe into the air, shifting and changing as they become a little illusionary, almost like an overlay over the top of the braces. The translation for these isn't exact. You know that because it's probably in the language of the vampires, the lingua sanguis. It's not 100% correctly translated, but the bands are called what looks like essentially the bands of bloodletting, or the braces of bloodletting. They are designed to be worn by creatures who use their claws or their unarmed combat. And they allow the wearer to drain the life force of those that they strike. They are cursed. Those who wear them and use them will slowly become more vampiric over time until they take on the form of these vampires. Tiexlu, which is the specific type of vampire that these are. Almost like an Aztec.
So you're saying they're
vampire.
for unarmed attacks, huh?
Correct.
I can uncurse them, probably.
I'm getting JoJo's here, like the big
yes.
vampire muscle dudes.
Yeah. The Pillarmen. Yeah, definitely.
Yes, Pillarmen. Yep.
The Pillarmen. Yep.
I'm just reading. I'm just like, but I'm very disinterested. Ancient, Italia. Okay, cool. Bloodletting abilities to heal the wearer that uses them. Will become more vampiric. There's not much to these. I'm not interested. Put them on if you want. You may become a vampire. Who's to say?
Who's to say? You're to say.
Well, I might have misread something. I think I got it mostly right.
Why don't we put them in the bag, and I can give it a good...
If it's not what's getting them asleep, then I'm fine taking them off. I don't have a problem.
Yeah, I don't mind. Griswold or yourself can always look over them. There's a lot of proficient spellcasters that can have a look at them.
I mean, I do like the sounds of it, but I would err on the side of not being cursed. I don't want to necessarily...
we can remove the curse, keep the good aspect, you know. Could be cool.
You might just get long claws for a bit.
You look at Niles's. You look at Niles's hands, which are owl claws, literally talons, owl talons.
They get bigger than these.
It'd be cool. More reach.
Exactly. Imagine scratching your back. How easy it will be.
I think I would find it very hard to actually do anything. Imagine trying to hold things. It's already kind of hard as it is.
Whenever you needed.
With the
Sure, they
talent.
would they be like vampire teeth, but for your talents? Like, it, like
Well, your talents are
Nail
meant for
file.
hunting down prey and such, not everyday, just convenience.
No, I'm aware. I know. I
Yeah,
joked
that's
to Harry that one
right.
time I was going to go and get him, and he got
That
all
is a little
upset about it.
birdist, I'm going to say. We've got to be careful here.
Yes, not all Aarakocra and well, not all Aarakocra. Well, no, I think they all are. No, they all are. Well, no, I won't go into the detail of all of that. Some of them are. Some of them aren't. Owlin mostly interested in hunting little
Grim,
things.
can you mage hand those bands into that bag of I'll hold the bag of holding open.
Come on, a little bony hand floats through the air, do, and starts like just pulling them off. And
Grim,
Oh no.
as you
Why
go
is that
to
my
remove
name?
the bands, you watch as the circlets glow,
Yeah, I was going to ask about the circlets.
slowly building with light. As the two figures suddenly snap their heads up towards you, red lights glowing behind their empty eye sockets, mouths agape, revealing pointed teeth. As one reaches a hand, this cracking as dust falls from its body as it reaches a hand out towards the glass, grabs your mage hand and squashes it, bursting it into nothing.
We didn't have to do any of this. Just saying. Just saying.
It's still closed. At
Maybe-
least.
they could stay there, I guess.
The glass is
that
still
would
closed. I've
be-
assumed Grim summoned the mage hand in the glass canister. You haven't opened the glass yet, so they're
Yes.
still inside the glass.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, it is worth a shot. Unless you want to break glass in case of emergency. Maybe we keep them there.
you hear the sounds of a voice half muffled by the glass. It's just calendar.
Is it in that
Excuse
same
me.
vampire language we couldn't understand before?
You do think it might be, yeah.
Oh. Look,
Sorry,
happens
unless you
if
speak
you give it
common, we
another-
probably can't understand you.
Bart will flick through hello in common, draconic, elvish, and giant, just to see if there's any response.
I say hello in halfling because it's the only language I have that no one else has. I took it.
Lyra adds Sylvan.
I respond in Halfling and go, hey, I know Halfling too.
What's up? That's great.
It's not really applicable here at all, then.
No, not
No.
at all.
As you go through the different languages, Elvish, it seems to respond. It's a very old dialect, though. Thou speaketh elf.
Oh,
A lot of people do.
Yes, I do as
yes,
well.
be included. Of all of us, nearly.
But that's most of us, yes.
They
I just responded in Halfling. No, I don't know anything about I don't know any Elvish at all.
They are common.
Oh well they are little.
You think you've been asleep down here for a long time.
Yes.
What art thou?
What aren't we?
Art. What
Uh,
art thou? What are you? What are you?
I'm
What art thou?
I'm an Owlin.
A necromancer.
Thou art mage. Mage, free us.
Mage free us. That is in that could be in the cards. just nearly had an issue with another vampire, very far related from you, very far away. It wasn't nice. You would probably kill us, right? Wouldn't you? Ancient vampire, a little bit more brutal. My understanding of history.
Probably
Why?
hungry.
Kill. Hast thou wronged us?
And who may that be? Would they be frost giants? Someone from Kenya? A devil, perhaps?
Or a vampire lady?
Oh,
Jealous?
jailer.
What does your jailer look like?
Wretched creature wearing face of woman, black of hair, sharp of wit, cruelest of mind.
Did you accept a tea from her, perhaps? Is this why? Because she gave us tea and tried to drug me and everyone here.
Teeth.
Yes.
Or talk? Is it a hag? Perhaps there's another woman we met who was rather not nice.
If we could pause the conversation for 1 second, are you willing to cooperate?
We are.
Okay. Please submit to the spell I'm about to cast. And I'll...
Insight check.
Thou
We are part.
Art
Can I insight check
mage also. Yeah, you can insight check the vampires. Yeah, I think one of them seems to be speaking. The other one is hunched over, its head dropping back down again.
I don't want to give them information at the moment, to be honest, but I am eager to see their reaction. No, I'm a paladin. I use my soul's power.
Bound to God, sworn by oath thou art.
Yes.
Dost
And,
thou oath command death to undeath?
No. It devotes me to love.
Mine is kind of towards death in a sense.
Cast thy spell, mage.
Yeah, Zone of Truth.
Alrighty. For the insight checks, 27 from Lyra, 22 from Niles. Sorry, 22 from Niles. Holy shit. Grim, 18 on the insight check. Yeah, so, I mean, all three of you doing the insight checks. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to read body language from a desiccated corpse, not going to lie, but they don't seem to be giving off any signs of deception. Their voice, the one that's speaking, the one on the right that's speaking, seems genuine. It's words. I mean, it's choosing the most efficient words to speak. It looks like speaking is incredibly painful for it. You can see its body occasionally twitching. It is using the last of its energy to do this. If it's lying, then this is a shit gamble for it because it's.
To be fair, though, if you had been if you'd been captured and put in a glass case for X amount of years, and you were finally in a position to get out, I would be probably
say or
being
do
like,
anything.
Do whatever you want. I want to get out of here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you cast Zone of Truth, both of the desiccated vampires do not resist. They willingly fail, Bartholomew.
Whoa.
How long have both of you been vampires for?
Born.
That's a long time in vampire.
What are your intentions if we let you out? What will you do?
Find our people.
Would you seek to take the lives of the innocent?
We feast on blood. It does not have to be of man or elf or bird. Animal is fine. must feed as you feed.
Yeah, we can't judge them on who they eat. We just have to hope that they don't kill many farmers.
I just roll my
can't
eyes.
Judge them. Can't judge them on that.
That's true.
Would you be willing to say a vow to that idea that you just put forward, only eating non-species? The same as my vow.
Divine which cannot eat, and thee shall swear.
Okay. I don't know about the rest of my companions, but I'm inclined to set you free if you're willing to assist us momentarily here with a threat that we're dealing with.
We can even give you some blood.
Oh, as they perk up as you offer that, you watch as the one that had its head bowed slowly raises its head,
Agreed.
reaching a hand forward towards the glass and then pulling it back as if burned from the silver inlay. The one that was speaking looks towards you. That would violate vow, would not.
These are...
It's offered, not taken.
Then thee shall swear. Define what is food, what is not, and thee shall swear.
Well, we can't make
Blood of
everyone
animals?
happy, is my thought. Like, a druid would be angry if we say you can eat elk or something like that, or perhaps...
Dream. Yeah, Druids are unhappy when we. That's a different topic entirely, but I just think
it's a lot of
my
politics.
take would be the blood of animals or blood that is given willingly from the other people. Like
I would define animal a little clearly, though. I mean, there are various creatures amongst the realm of Nostea that would fit squarely in either side. I myself am similar to an owl. I would not call myself an owl, but I do have similarities with one. I am not an animal, though, so please do not eat me.
Someone who has a bit higher than baseline intelligence, like a sentient being, something with the capacity for thought and action. No, that doesn't work. It's just hard.
I think these individuals seem fairly smart. I think they know what we mean. Yes?
That's risky.
I think we should stipulate...
Must trust.
Don't get this old.
We must trust. That is why divine oath.
And then as for the second clause, willingly given, let's just reiterate that this is willingly given in all capacities, not if you charm the individual and then they offer it.
Willingly given.
Okay.
Yes, by non-magical means.
Well, our issue, and I'm not sure how long you've been around for, as your answer was a little ambiguous, is some giant kind. Have you dealt with them before? Knowledgeable of them?
Yes, they were here first.
I'm not going to ask you to throw your lives away, and I don't know if any of us would. Just a distraction.
Also,
Done.
I was going to say we might be able to add one more asterisk to that, which is any of the ice giants with the blood-rin clan branding on their face.
They're the ones to target.
Marked ones are prey.
Yes, and I'll draw on like a piece of paper, because we're in the study, right? I'll draw on just one of the pieces of paper on the table, the Bloodrin symbol, and then like slam it against the glass.
This one has made their leader, this Bloodrin that we speak of. We believe he's made a pact with some sort of devil.
You hear a sound emanating from the mouth of the second vampire, the one who has not spoken much. You realize it is a rasping, wailing hiss as the first one speaks. Demons and devils we abhor.
Oh,
Likewise.
That's uncommon.
oh wow, okay.
These are their
Enemy.
worshippers. The others are our allies. So
Death they must pay in kind. Servants of devils, death is fair.
There's also a portal open in this realm, not far from here, that seems to be leading to the realm of Cania, or one of the seven circles of hell, we believe. It is our objective to dismantle it and destroy that portal.
Sever that connection.
Sever that connection.
9 are the layers. Cania
9.
of the cold, of the dark, Mephistopheles' domain.
Are you familiar with Mephistopheles?
Hated he is. We are of the sun, of the warmth, of the cold and dark he is.
Wait,
You're a vampire that can survive in the sun.
Servants of the light, Tiexlu.
that is rather strange. We were under the impression that vampires could not survive in the sun.
Vampires is like calling you humanoids. Different we are, diverse we are. Hold you not the Sanguine Codex?
Oh,
He did
yes.
hold that.
Yes, but we can't understand it, you see. Not
Just,
a language that any of us could really...
The lingua sanguis you must speak. Why iseth tongue dead?
It's
I haven't heard it.
sadly, yes.
It's been a long time.
Just quickly, did any of you guys ask why they're actually in that cabinet? How they ended up there? What they did? I can't speak
no.
Irish, of course.
Servants of the dark, vampires, we are hated by them, for we are them.
Oh, I see.
What did you say they are again? Sorry.
Tiexlu. They said they were.
That
Would
makes
any of
sense.
us even know what they are?
Cassius,
They
given your
got
previous
that.
history check, I am more than happy for you to know
Yeah,
this. You've seen
I
this
do
written
love my
before.
history.
Ancient.
It's a 13, not as
13.
good.
There are rumors, whispers of a group of vampires, a family or breed or species of vampires. The legend changes depending on who's telling it, that worshipped the sun, a god of the sun, a blood god of the sun. They sacrificed beings in its name, but it was a god of the light that they worshipped.
Also, just can you add one stipulation? They can't do any sacrifices of any kind.
Unless they're willing.
Well,
Really face-eyed of Lyra coming out.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, you're
Like my employees are willing, so theirs can be willing too.
It's always worth putting in a loophole or two.
It makes sense. I'd like to think as well, if not, Bart's going to openly say it, whenever we have idle chatter like this, that we're going to change back to common tongue.
They don't speak common. They do not understand you. When you switch back to common, they have no idea what you're saying.
It is interesting and it makes sense. It's honestly very similar to I don't know, ancient books that we would have read about the humans and Neanderthals of Nostea, and how they were angry at one another despite being so close. Especially if these Zinglu, whatever their name is,
Yes.
if they do not have
I'll
the
type it
weakness of a normal vampire, the others would be threatened by them, no?
I'd assume so. Yeah, why not?
changing back to Elven, my companion, gesturing to Cassius, knows a little of your kind. Apparently, your history does still have some merit and knowledge in this day and age. Times have changed, however, and we would ask that a final and third stipulation is added to the vow, that there is no, again, similar as before, human sacrifices. I know that there are still tribes that do similar things with beasts in this day and age, and that would be accepted, but any form of sentient sacrifice would most likely bring you a lot of bad karma.
We swear to drink no blood of those who are not willing or animal. We swear to sacrifice none who are not willing. We swear. What was the last one again? Before I forget.
The drinking of blood, the sacrifices, and
I mental blank.
Give us a hand with the.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, give you guys a hand.
Oh yeah, to assist with the
blood brand.
We swear to drink the giants marked with that symbol. No harm to the others.
Swear this to your god.
We swear this. Amortakan burn us to ash.
Okay. Bart's kind of happy. He's going to pull out the lightning morning star and look to the rest for a nod.
Lyra sent Finja off while we're having this conversation to the butcher's basement to go pick up some of those sippy bottles of blood that
cute.
Astilis left down there. So I'm assuming Finja's sort of gone down, brought them back. I have got these bottles of blood and I'm just sort of putting them on the table, just sort of ready to give it to them. Like,
yeah, I'll smash open the cases.
Perfect. As you smash the cases,
I also blow up the candle just in case we don't want this catching on fire while we're doing this.
I had that. Perfect, thank you. You anticipated my next troll. As you smash the glass and push aside the fragments of glass, moving the silver inlay aside, you watch as the vampires they're too weak to even pull themselves out of the glass cases.
Can I just give them the sippy bottles sitting up?
Yeah, as you pass them the glass bottles of blood, you watch as rather than drinking it, they don't bend down to drink the blood. You watch as instead they crush the bottles in their hands, the blood welling over their fingers and absorbing into the braces. As it does, you watch as both of them begin to slowly regenerate, the flesh moving over their bones. Their skin is almost this black ebony. Beautiful, like carved from dark stone. Veins of red almost etched across its surface, almost like they're made of this like dark black ebony crystal.
Oh, are they a little bit like a oh fuck, I've got a mental blank. Like a genasi? They
do have a little bit of that kind of vibe to them, where it's almost like a stone ganassi. This kind of like their skin looks almost stone-like, veins of red running through it, but it's not broken and etched like the stone ganassi are.
Smooth, right?
It's just this beautiful, almost like crystalline, hardened skin. As their muscles seem to come back, you watch as tattoos form, these flowing tattoos marked in green ink over their shoulders, and feathers sprout from their skin, a cowl of feathers across their shoulders and down their arms. As they slowly begin to rise, you see one is male and one is female. They are completely nude. As they slowly rise up, taking on forms, reaching down, drawing more of the blood as they stride forwards. And you watch as they turn towards you, their eyes perfectly blood red. No sign of any pupils or irises, just this perfect red sheen as they both look towards you. And the woman speaks. You have shown us great kindness. It is an oath, a bond of blood beneath the red sun. We will repay this to you, to your descendants, to those of your blood for all time. You are marked.
I shake their
Hell
hand.
yeah.
I'm sure we can agree to this. Thank you.
Um,
Shaking my non-hand of sucky suck.
Bart would like the opposite, actually. A promise, all descendants.
All of your blood, your smell unknown to us, eateth them not, drinketh them not. Protect we shall.
Bart's like, at this moment, thinking of Satine and the future children that he wants to have with her, the family he wants to start, and another layer of protection for her and for them. Thank you. Amotakan would be, I'd like to think, pleased. We've had some close connections with our own gods recently. To ensure that all future descendants, I would be more than happy for you to take one last bit from myself. Do you need a little bit of a kicker? And I don't know how it works, whether or not a taste will enable you to truly uphold that promise to future descendants of my bloodline.
You watch as the man reaches out a hand, fingernail growing into a claw as he holds it out for you to prick your finger on. With a taste we shall know thy location, know thy stress, know thy danger. Marketh we shall you.
They made a vow. I don't think this is a bad thing like the devil, and right now I'm thinking of the safety of a future family, like putting a down payment on a house. So I'll prick it.
If Lyra can also get in on this, like,
Yeah, I want to get on this as well.
So,
I mean, Owen is like,
blood for the blood god.
Let's do it.
My blood isn't tasty to vampires, so you can try it if you'd like.
I'm afraid that your blood might just straight up kill them.
Yeah,
Look,
my blood
to be
may
honest,
kill you.
I'm not going to partake. I'll let them be.
Scenteth your blood we can, tainted though it may be. Drinketh we will.
And while this is all happening, here is a
I
business
prick my
card,
finger if it.
just in case. Some details here. I mean, I know you can now probably find out where we are and everything, but official business and all, if you need it.
They will accept the business card, and you watch as the woman sort of like holds it for a moment, and then, I mean, they're both buck naked. There's nowhere to stash this. You watch as she kind of just holds it, reads it,
Do we have
or
any
appears to at
sort of
least. It's in common.
spare clothes or
They
anything in the bag?
They
in
don't
the party
seem
bag,
bothered.
everything?
They don't seem worried. I mean, they don't seem to. I mean, if you reach in and pull out a cloak, they sort of look at you a bit blankly, not sure of what you're doing or why you're offering this. They seem quite happy. They're very confident, shall we
I
say.
wish I could have given them the sending stones.
As each of you pricks your
dudes.
as each of you prick your fingers, those of you who are doing this, there is a sense of cold for a moment, and you feel the hairs on the back of your neck rise as if you are being watched for a moment, like something's behind you, right behind you, and then that feeling fades and goes away as they each reach up and place the single drop of blood on their tongue before holding out the finger for the next person. This blood they do drink, they taste of it. It doesn't seem to affect them any more than that. They do drink any of the supply, all the blood that you brought in, Lyra. They drink all of it, liters and liters and liters. It is an absurd amount that they consume to regenerate their forms. As they finish up with Grimm's blood, you watch as the man samples it before the woman, as he tastes it. Before have I tasted this, long ago, this touch. Your blood, you are of his chosen?
Gungagop, I believe so, yes. The Void, hungry Void. If that's what you're thinking of.
It's not something that we're happy with.
all that familiar with, to be honest.
I don't think
We
Grim
do
was
not-
asking for it.
We do not know this name, Ginungagop, the Void.
What name
Are
do you go on
these
by?
are these new names for Anam?
I didn't know if it was an arm. I
Fuck
did.
you, what?
I did.
Well, that's a curveball.
changes things. I found it on what I'm thrown for a spin now. What's the name of the place I found?
Nocturnus.
Nocturnus, yeah, that's right.
Nocturnus, yes. I touched this stone as I showed my hand on Nocturnus. My thought was a dead god could be there.
Yes, dead. This is this taint. You are touched by his rage, his hunger, his broken spirit. Our commiserations to you, mage.
When you say his rage, his anger, are you referring to Anam?
Of course. He is the last god of this plane, is he not?
He has
Understandably.
been dead for some time.
Children, you cannot kill a god. You can merely break one into pieces.
Well, I have his hunger, so who has his goodwill? Who has his hospitality? We
I was thinking, if we
find
find
that
enough
out.
pieces, can we put them back together?
Not the same. Once something is broken, it cannot be whole again, not as it was. Our god was broken and reformed. That is his divinity. Amoatakan, the reborn son.
Oh,
A god
that's
of life
unlikely.
and light, now a god of fire and blood.
What I was going to ask this before, and I will ask it now. You say that the giants were here first, obviously, in Nostea. Did you appear in this realm through the portals? Why did you come here?
We were brought by accident. Our world, lush and teeming with life. The giants opened the ways. Came through we did. Pulled through by their experiments. Before the elves, before the dwarves, before even the dragons. Long have we been here.
Do you recall? Our records are inaccurate when we try to think back to the time of when Anam was defeated.
Such is the way of mortals.
Do you recall this event?
Caged we were, in a place far from here. But we remember the cry of a dying god. We had heard it before with our own. Shattered was he, Anam, his power broken, his spirit split.
What do you know those that split it as? As far as we're aware, their names would be things such as, second here,
Primordials they are.
primordials, not gods.
Spirits No, not true gods, though.
Coralin,
I no doubt.
Melora, Ion, Lysander.
Yes, the primordials of the elves, the dragon lord, the dwarven craftsman, yes, all primordials. Together they worked with devils and demons.
Can we grab their names, by the way, and do just a brief introduction? Be a bit polite.
If you ask for their names, they look at you confused.
What are you known by? If your servants back during your empire were to have addressed you directly, what would they call you?
TXLU.
Do you have a differentiation though? Like you can't be both TX Lu. You must have some sort of way of distinguishing between the two of you.
You mortals and individualization. That is not our way. We are all. We are TXLU.
Ah. Interesting.
That's a simple way to live. I don't dislike it.
Last you were aware,
Names.
how many of your kind were there? How many TX Lu lived?
43 of us. My partner and I made 45.
Well, our plan is to head up the mountain. We're going to go to this portal and try to stop the incursion from Mephistopheles and his domain. Like we mentioned, the vow and promise is just for you to create a distraction and keep the giants busy. And if you're going to harm any, harm those with the sigil for this clan, the Bludgeon clan. You don't need to put yourself in complete risk of death, but we went through a big risk letting you out because of our own history with those of your kind. No offense meant.
Well, others that share similarities to your kind,
Yes.
not necessarily.
Not TX Lu.
Not TX Lu.
Like you said, other vampires. The evil one you mentioned. So I'm glad that we can trust you, but I think we're ready to enact the plan.
I do have one thing to add. Do you have any questions for us? Anything that you would like to know?
It's been a while since
It has been a while. We are willing to.
Can we help
By
you?
the beating of your hearts in your chests, time is not with us. Correct?
No.
Perhaps after
we shall asketh.
I think
Then we'll have
Knowledge from your
wine and
minds
blood.
we may take if you provide. Faster than questions, quicker than words. A simple bite, a quick drink, and we shall see what thou hast seen, felt what thou hast felt. After
And I mean, as long as we retain the memories.
I'll say
I've
no.
already got two.
taketh we
whole-
do not, see we do.
You
as long
mentioned
as
it.
it's not a big drink, and because we're willingly giving you access to our necks, but not to eat us and kill us.
An
We will
arm,
cover these.
a leg, whatever part thou wishes. Much we taketh not, a mouthful no more.
I'll say no
We
to
are
this
not
party.
creatures, we are not beasts. Civilization we formed before your peoples walked. Old are we, far older than thou can imagine.
Makes sense to me.
Yes, yes.
Well,
Our
we'll get you
hunger
up to speed
holdeth no
afterwards.
sway, our minds art in charge.
I like these guys. I'm on board.
Well, even just a quick.
Mhm.
Like it seems like it's like just a very quick kind of get them up to speed kind of thing. Yeah.
They indicated that they like. I mean, if you kind of like offer time, we shall need to sort through images and sensations, emotions. Time we haveth not, judging by thy stress.
Maybe after we deal with the current incursion.
After
we'll be able to
we
discuss this, yes.
Findeth you we shall.
Sounds good. Well, Godspeed, I guess.
If the chaos of whatever's about to occur and stops us from being able to interact with one another, especially as we're going to a portal to another plane, you could find us in a metropolis nearby called Oxenfurt. But just be careful, your kind...
They have the business cards.
Yes, their details.
Findeth you we shall. Now, my partner, blood runs this day. For we... You watch as they both begin to stretch, muscles bulging as they grow in size. Not large enough to be bumping heads on the roof, but at least a foot taller than they were a moment ago.
Whoa.
Signal thou hast, or shall we feast now?
Maybe.
I look at the others.
We still have to find our giant friend, right? Are we still doing that?
Yeah,
or is
we
it
know where he
changing
is.
things a little?
This is a far better distraction than setting the building on fire, my friend.
Fire
we can
would
still-
not have
we
broken
can
us,
still-
nor hurt
We can
us.
still set the house on fire anyway. And use that as a distraction. Can't hurt. We've already done all the prep work, haven't we?
Yes.
You
we
watch
give
as
it
the
an
woman
hour.
reaches up and pulls down her fingernail across her forearm. As blood begins to well to the surface, it immediately catches flame. As she then holds her hand down, the fire pooling in her hand as she holds it out. Burn this place now?
Let us get out first, and then, yes.
I'm
we leave first.
backing.
Yeah, probably hot.
Yeah,
dog.
that
Alright.
might be for the best. I don't want to be here when this goes up.
We
Fumes,
leave first, and then have fun.
Yeah, fumes. As I'm just pointing to the oil on the ground. Big boom. Fireball.
Fun we shall have, as we have not, for a very long time. And with that, he holds out his hand, and you watch as the two vampires clutch hands before he brings her in close to his chest, her burning hand still pressed against his skin. It does nothing against the ebony color of his dark skin. The flames kind of sputtering as they burn across his shoulders, the feathers catching the flames but not burning, simply holding the fire. As the two of them embrace in the room, the rest of you beginning to move out. They did hear you say an hour. That is how long they're going to wait. And with that, as the rest of you sprint out of the room, I think that is where we shall wrap up for tonight. We
So
don't
cool.
know whether or not Dave would have let them have a drop of his blood. As such, there may be a bit of a retcon / extra information flashback we might need to do if that's the case, depending on whether or not he did.
I really wanted to know what they would have thought if they had some sort of connection to Figment. I really wanted to know.
I know. Unfortunately, I can't make that decision for Dave. That's a pretty big decision. Do you want these vampires to know where you are at all times? I think only he can be the one to...
I'm almost certain he would say no, because I don't think he would.
He's not into that kind of thing. So we'll
He's
see.
pretty secretive too, isn't he, overall?
Yeah, extremely. Yeah.
Literally a member
But
of
I
the
think he
Thieves
would.
Guild, and these people are like, hey, we're going to track you 24/7. I don't think he'd be a fan of that. But also, no, incredible work, guys. That did not go how I thought you would be going with those guys. I kind of chucked them in as a bit of a fun, kind of like a bit of fun set dressing. Obviously, you really were interested in these kind of Aztec mind vampires, and I was like, okay, I guess we're doing this bit a bit sooner than I thought we were. So I hope you enjoyed that with them. That
We
was
made some friends.
exactly.
Yay, friends.
Yeah, there's a lot there's a lot about this particular group. I wasn't sure. We had an option to explore them with Tyranny of Dragons. Obviously, we never got to it because of the way you guys kind of approached the UNT and everything. And I thought it would be too much kind of trying to juggle both things. So I ended up putting them aside. I was really pleased to resurrect them tonight. I was literally just going to have them there as a kind of reference to the UNT vibe and be like, I remember that storyline I never got to kind of flesh out. And then you were like, actually, what if we just ask them and see what's happening? I was like, great, here we go.
That's so
Fantastic.
cool. I don't think I told anyone other than working on it with Owen. But my backup character for Bart, if he passed away, was someone who had visited like the Americas, like Aztec Mayan area.
Oh yeah, cool.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
This actually already existed, and you had stuff prepared for it.
So there's a whole continent over far towards the west, which is called Lyra, which has only been discovered in the last kind of like 15 years of the world to the timeline of Nostea, and it is very much like old American, more South American than anything else. But it wasn't there originally. It moved there after the ruin, after the continents were shifted and changed. So where they think they're from is not where they're from. They haven't seen what the world looks like in hundreds of years. So they're in for a bit of a shock. But for now, they're going to just have some fun.
Oh yeah.
And
Well,
those,
you know what? We desperately needed allies to like even out the playing field, and I think we've definitely got some.
you've still got to go check in with Freyan and Svindale. Freyan's a very powerful frost giant magician, frost giant mage.
Well, we don't even know what she is.
That's true.
At this point, we've written her off entirely.
You have just
You
written
went
her
the
off.
one
You're like,
place
it's that Burr hag.
We went to meet her at the place that she told us to meet her, and there was a hag there. So that was not a good sign. And she wasn't in her shack. So like,
Terrible host.
Yeah, I mean,
Only we've checked
Terrible
two
host.
places and we're all out. That's it. There's nowhere else we can go.
basically dead to us now. So it's like
Basically dead to you. Amazing. Well, look, hey, we are going to go and raid a friend of the channel, except we're not because none of our usual friends are up tonight. Okay, that's okay. Let's go and raid. Let's go and raid. Go on. Let's go and raid Dice Actors. I know it's in German, but they're really lovely. Let's go and raid the Germans. I will get that raid across. For those of you watching on Twitch, everyone else who's watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast, thank you so much. It's an absolute pleasure having you join us once again for the recorded sessions. I know obviously Australian time zones don't work super well with all of the global time zones, but those of you who can join us live, it's super cool. For those who join us on the recordings, it's very nice to have you there. Hope you guys enjoyed the session. Remember to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and leave a comment if you're on YouTube. All of those things help to push the channel and overcome the YouTube algorithm. Otherwise, if you've already done all those amazing things, we will see you guys all next Monday for our Cosmere RPG, next Tuesday for our Tales from the Ording Portal D&D campaign, and next Wednesday for more Return of the Giants. Have a lovely evening, everybody. We will see you all again soon. Until then, stay safe, stay well, and for now, farewell. Goodbye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah.